The healing circle is derived from the practices of First Nations and Indigenous peoples. The process is at its essence a story-sharing process which brings together people as equals to have open exchanges about difficult issues or painful experiences in an atmosphere of respect and concern for everyone. Anyone can take part in a healing circle, and the people that participate in them range largely from children, police officers, prison inmates, college students, working professionals, really just about anyone. Healing circles can be accessed through a range of different places and organizations, such as the Aboriginal Healing Foundations, schools, restorative justice, and Stolo First Nation Community Healing Center, just to name a few.
How long is the wait for service? This depends on whether you attend a walk-in center or a residential center. In walk-in centers, normally there are no wait lists. However, due to COVID-19, some healing circles are canceled, whereas others require you to call ahead of time to register, as there are limited spaces due to social distancing policies. Healing circles are also used as a form of treatment in residential centers. Generally, it is a 5 to 6 month wait list to be accepted into a residential center. Barriers for clients. One of the major barriers right now is that many healing circles are being canceled due to COVID-19. Other healing circles that are being offered usually require you to call ahead of time to register and reserve a spot, and masks are also usually mandatory. Some healing circles that are not currently being offered in person due to COVID-19 have moved to a telephone-based format or an online format. This requires clients to have access to a telephone or a computer, as well as to the internet. Residential centers generally have program requirements that need to be met in order for one to be able to participate in healing circles. These requirements can include, but aren't limited to, a commitment to the program for a minimum of 6 weeks and being of a certain age and/or gender. There have been several changes made to enhance the service of healing circles during COVID-19. The first change made to enhance the service was limiting the number of people present in a healing circle at a time, so that way healing circles could still remain present during COVID-19 as they are able to operate under social distancing policies. This requires clients to call ahead of time to register and secure their spot in the healing circle. Masks also became mandatory to improve the safety of everyone in the healing circle. And last but not least, some healing circles moved to a telephone-based format or an online format to ensure the ultimate safety of all clients when participating in healing circles.
Let's talk about pros and cons of healing circle. Pros: all participants will have a chance to talk and be heard, or pass if they choose to. They will be treated equally because the principle of this healing circle is sharing power with each other instead of having power over one another. Culturally appropriate treatment. Indigenous people's trauma are deep-rooted from years of colonization. Thus, a healing circle is considered a more culturally appropriate treatment than the traditional counseling sessions. Safe, respectful, and non-judgmental. These are 3 values that are very important during healing circles, and it is expected from all participants. Most healing circles are voluntary. This means that participants are speaking from the heart, which makes this service effective. Now, the cons. Healing circles may not be as effective when done remotely. Although some healing circles are done online, it won't be as effective because healing circles involve symbolisms such as participants being on a circle and using a talking stick. Because of this, most healing circles are temporarily discontinued due to COVID-19. May not be relevant to non-Indigenous participants. Although healing circles are welcoming, some people, particularly the non-Indigenous people, may find themselves feeling like an outcast because healing circles are practiced based on Indigenous culture. Requires several sessions. Several sessions are required to help participants feel physically, psychologically, and emotionally safe in a circle and to create a foundation for courageous acts of sharing. How is the service evaluated? Talking circles are considered successful when participants are willing to follow communication and behavioral guidelines in ways that support the values, beliefs, and activities of the circle. Another way to evaluate the service is through individual evaluations. Individual evaluations can be used to see if there is a significant reported improvement in symptoms, activities of daily living, overall well-being during the time that participants attended the healing circles. Now let's talk about the strengths of the service. First, symbolisms are important strengths of healing circles because they facilitate shared meaning. Second, improvement in overall quality of life is reported by participants who attend at least 4 healing circles. Third, cost efficient. Healing circles have an important role in these days of escalating healthcare cost. Fourth, fosters deeper listening because healing circles prevent reactive communication. Fifth, it also provides a means for people who are prohibited from speaking directly to each other because of various social taboos. Sixth, healing circles promote self-exploration in an empathic and supportive atmosphere.
A typical healing circle will apply the native values of respect, honesty, wisdom, love, sharing, learning, and caring about one another. Listed below are some of the goals of a typical healing circle. All healing circles will have their various differences across different groups, but below I've listed a simple sample format for a basic healing circle. The 4 steps below are the basis upon which a healing circle operates.